Jack, what are your thoughts on the Yankees and their clean shaven, no long hair rule?
Couple things. Just to make it clear, as V's mic is making some noises
Yeah, dude, what
there.
are we doing?
Um, I'm against the rule. I think it's quite silly. And I guess you might say, there's jobs in America where you need to be, not even America, across the world, where you need to be cleanly shaven and look fresh and nice and, you know, be professional. And I completely understand that. I just think it's silly. I think you just let people express themselves however they want. It's just my kind of opinion. It's not like a very strong one, but I do think that tweet, is not 100% accurate as far, and I mean, maybe that's the case, but as far as preventing the Yankees from signing players, I don't think it's ever come in the way because I think, you know, the Yankees, they spend a lot of money. They're competitive with a lot of the top guys, and they have been the last really, 25, 30 years. So I don't think it's ever come in the way of them not getting Bryce Harper. I mean, I know Bryce Harper said he would have shaved to play for the Yankees. So I don't think it's that big of a deal where like guys are like don't want to come because of the whole policy, but um in general, I think it's quite silly. A quite silly rule to have in today's day and age.
Yeah, I would rather see Garrett Cole with his beard, honestly. Give me the hair back, give me the beard. He looks like so much more of a badass. Now he just looks like, he's awesome. Looks a little different, looks a little odd. Jack, this is the one of the few times I'm going to completely agree with you. They need to just get rid of the rule. Just listen. I'm not saying grow like those 2013 Red Sox dirty looking red beards and all that. That's fine. How about like a nice looking beard? Like grow your hair out a little bit. What's the harm? There's no harm. And Jack, to make the point that you said about a job that you have to look good at or be professionally cleanly shaven, okay. But let's say, well, hypothetically, let's say it's a lawyer. So is one lawyer allowed to look less shaven or more, but the other can't? It's the same. Like there's one baseball player who can grow a beard and one that can't. It's the same job. Just one job telling you can't do it.
It's they To play devil's advocate, it'd be like two different companies. One company, you're an employee. It's cool if you wear a beard in my company, but Dave's company cleanly shaven. I guess that's how in that hypothetical, that's how it would go, right? Two different
Yeah,
companies.
exactly.
Company Red Sox, they allow it. Company Yankees, they do.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's silly. Just let them grow a beard, please.
Um, Jack, do you think the Yankees should put names on the back of their jerseys?
I'm gonna go with no.
And why is that?
Um, See, Dave, you're making good points. I know where you're going with this. It's because it's a tradition. Yes, I'll play along. It's because it's a tradition.
Put the names on
So,
the back too. Why not?
No, 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 no,
see, now we're divided. Listen, to give my 2 cents, Jack, I partly agree with you. It's not like the biggest deal in the world. V, I think you're starting to walk in a gray area of where we can have a little, but it can't be straggly. Where does that cut off? I think it's pretty much like an all or nothing type thing, right?
Yeah,
But
I agree.
what I will say is it's the Yankees tradition, it's the Yankees culture. It's part of what it means to be a Yankee. And as far as I know, they're the only team in all of the major sports to have this type of rule. And again, I talked about it before. When you bring in a rental like Juan Soto, a big name player on a 1 year deal, it's getting him into the culture. And players are either going to buy in to what it means to be a Yankee or they're not, right? And I don't agree with Cameron Maben, and I do agree with you, Jack. The fact that they're telling people to shave their beards, isn't the reason that they haven't won a World Series since 2009, right?
Right.
But when you put on the pinstripe jersey, when Juan Soto puts on that hat, he's feeling that feeling of what it means to be a Yankee. That's why he's not complaining his name isn't on the back of the jersey. He's not complaining he has to wake up every morning and shave. Jack, I know you said you weren't passionate about it. Personally, I am passionate about it. I also, I agree, like, let people express themselves, whatever. There's other ways to do that. But, if my employer told me to shave every day, even though I'm genetically limited in my ability to grow a beard, and maybe this is just a personal bias coming out.
Oh,
But
see, now the truth comes out.
V, if I could put on a Yankees pinstripes every day and play with a team that has a history like that, I don't know. I think the Yankees are the one team that can get away with it too because of their
Well,
phenomenal history.
I'll tell you this: if the Yankees call me up tomorrow and said you're playing right field tomorrow, I'm shaving my fucking beard. So it's not a
Exactly.
problem. It's not a problem in terms of recruiting a player on that end. I agree with you. I don't think that's true. But I also would be like, hey, why can't I just keep it? Just
Yeah.
let me have it.
Right.
You know what they could do? When you go and walk into a barber shop and they got you could pick hair A, B, C, and D. The Yankees could just pick 5 or 6 beards and you could pick that one to rock.
What do you think this is like? My player is
My
clipping
player.
beards, bro. Oh my god.
We could find the compromise.
I agree with Dave on his point where it's to me it's an all or nothing issue. I don't know. To me, if you're worried that much about beard lengths, you've lost the plot completely.
Yeah.
And the one point I would make, kind of a counterpoint, is we're not allowed to wear, not we, but the Yankees are not allowed to have facial hair. But then you have Aaron Boone, just not really seeming to care when John Carlos Stanton cannot run around the bases and people are jogging and it's not no one's being called out. That's what bothers me. It's
Well,
okay, yeah, we have to shave our facial. It just seems like a fake tough guy type of thing, where it's we have guys jogging. I'm not saying it's going to continue, but in the past, there's been rough times last year. Obviously, it hits a little bit close to home, like Stanton just not being able to run. There was a couple bad errors by Glaber, bad base running mistakes, Rizzo getting picked off. It's that's the time to put down the iron fist a little bit, right? If you want to be that Yankees way, I feel that would be the time, not facial hair. But I do. I'm a traditional guy as well, so I can get behind what Dave's saying.
Jack, and that's to talk about your point. I feel like that's the frustration with Boone right there. We all know he's not setting the lineups. He's kind of a puppet master, whatever, blah blah blah. He's also the face of that culture. It starts with him, right?
Right.
And you can't. I 100% agree with you, but I don't think what would you? All right, so we have no beards. We have V doing that. V, but just put your hands up here for a minute. All right, so we have no beards.
I was swinging the pen around. Sorry.
We have no beards, tough guy mantra versus Aaron Boone, and fundamental mistakes. If you had to change one, what would you rather change, right?
Yeah.
Live up to that tough guy mantra. So I think that's the Yankee fan frustration with Aaron Boone, because he's not